Gurur Brahma, Gurur Vishnu, Gurur Devo Maheshwara, Guru Sakshat Parbrahma, Tasmai Shri Guruve Namaha, Tasmai Shri Guruve Namaha, Tasmai Shri Guruve Namaha. Om Shri Gangai Nathay Namah. Jai Shri Gurudev, Jai Shri Gurudev. Jai Shri Gurudev to all of you, those who are watching this session, recorded or live. These sessions are about Gurudev Shri Ramlal ji Siyag being a comforter and about his initiation into the Siddha Yoga. So these sessions basically about Siddha Yoga and also about changes of his disciples. They are undergoing the changes and the divine transformation, we can say it. And we currently what we are doing, we are understanding basic about Siddha Yoga. The first session we did is regarding Siddha Yoga, detailed session, a bit detailed, 44 minutes, you can watch that session. And after that we read Gurudev's written book, that is in English, Religious Revolution in the World. This book has basic content about Siddha Yoga, Introduction to Siddha Yoga, how to get initiated into Siddha Yoga, benefits of Siddha Yoga, philosophy of Siddha Yoga, life sketch of Guru Siyag, prophecies about Guru Siyag, prophecies of Holy Bible, meanings of prophecies, world peace. These are the basic detail. Anybody who wants to read this book can download from the drive. I have given the link in the description box. You can download this book and can read it out. We have also done 11 sessions of this book. We have read it out and we have understood the meaning, the transformation, or whatever I have gone through, the changes. I have mentioned my own experiences also in brief. Second book which we are reading is more important about Gurudev. It is, the book name is Prophecies from the Holy Bible. This book explains lot of things and also help us to understand that Jesus said the Comforter will come. Who is the Comforter? What will be his identification? Many prophecies have been made by Jesus and other scholars about the coming of the Comforter. In Indian Vedic philosophy, we know about Kalki Avatar. Many Indian saints have been doing prophecies, have done prophecies about the Comforter, the Avatar, the Kalki Avatar in secret words. The most important prophecy is made by Sri Aurobindo, where he mentioned the date also, when the Comforter, the Sahayak or the Kalki Avatar, the descent of Krishna happened on the earth, 24th November 1926. That is the birth date of Gurudev Shri Ramlal ji Siyag. And Shrima also made a prophecy about the divine, the Siddhi of the divine, 1st January 1969, and that was the day of Gurudev's first Siddhi which he attained was Gayatri Siddhi, Nirgun Nirakar Siddhi. In 1984 he attained another Siddhi, Krishna Siddhi, Sagun Sakar Siddhi. So he had two Siddhis, Nirgun Nirakar and Sagun Sakar Siddhi. So it made him the complete evolution in the human, which is the Krishna himself. Rishi Aurobindo made another prophecy about the Comforter, about the Krishna, the descent of the Krishna, that he will be in front of the world from approximately from 1993. So Gurudev started his mission to initiate people into the Siddha Yoga from 1990. So that prophecy also came true. So these are the exact timings which are given by the Indian saint Maharishi Sri Aurobindo and Shrima. And there are a lot of other prophecies have been made by other saints also, but these are the main which we can have very accurate about in recent times. Similarly, Jesus has made many prophecies in the Bible and mentioned the signs of the Comforter who will come and who will initiate you through Holy Ghost. So This particular book which we are reading currently, the Prophecies from the Holy Bible, is exactly explaining about the prophecies and the correlation between Gurudev, Comforter, descent of Krishna, and Kalki Avatar. We are reading it out in detail. If you want to read this book, you can also download this book in Hindi and English from the same description, from the same drive which I have mentioned, the drive link into the description box. So you can download it and read it, and you can also watch these sessions so far. While you're reading the book, you can watch those sessions also. It will help you to understand more, because I have given my own experiences and understanding about the Gurudev's book and all. If you feel right, you can listen those videos, and if you can read and understand, that is very well. You can go and download this book and check yourself if he is the comforter and not. And it's not about only the book and the other scriptures which are mentioning that he is the comforter or Kalki Avatar. Simple thing to know about his reality is just sit in front of his picture, ask him the 15 minutes of meditation, and chant the divine mantra which he gives to his disciple to initiate. Very small 3 words mantra. You can download it from, you can listen this mantra in the end of this video also. You can download the English video in which he has given the brief detail about the mantra and what this mantra does in the description box also. Guru Siyag video in English name title. I will play that video in the end, and you just chant that mantra without moving your lips and tongue, and just meditate on the Gurudev picture, Ramlal ji Siyag. The picture you can download from the internet. You can also download the picture from the link given below in the description. And if you do not want to chant the mantra given by him, just sit in front of his picture and ask him, if you are the comforter, if you are the Kalki Avatar, I am meditating on your picture, make me sit for 15 minutes of meditation and chant whatever mantra you know, name of the God, Allah, Jesus, Ram, Krishna, any name you want to chant, any God you worship for, chant his mantra or chant his name. Just meditate on the Gurudev's picture. If you are the comforter, you are the one, then make me sit for 15 minutes of meditation. That will clarify everything. If it clarifies to you, then you can read the books which I have given to you, small books, and watch the sessions. Simple, right? Okay, let's start today's session. Today we are starting the new chapter, 14th chapter. And the name of the chapter here is given coordination with whom. But I prefer not the coordination word, but more equality. Equality with whom? Okay. Now let's start. This picture just blinked. The recording, those will see the recording in other channel. Spiritual Knowledge Institute, where I upload this recorded session. This picture blinked out, Gurudev's picture, the same picture. Okay. It is entirely because of the property of the age that all the religious principle of peace, love, cooperation, non-violence, brotherhood, and humanity, as embodied in the teachings of all the religions of the world, have become very non-effective in the present time, as had they never been so at any stage in the past. The more and more do the religious teachers from all religions of the world talk of peace, more further does it recede away, and non-violence instead is spreading to all corners of the world. Therefore, all the awakened and enlightened people all the world over, after discarding all ideas of religious fanaticism and bigotry, will have to think over it collectively with a cool head and a heart. The religion of mankind that would emerge from these deliberations of such people would, in fact, alone be the protector of world peace. All concomitant people spread all over the world have in the name of religion and culture, spread violence, hatred, and exploitation only. Had it not been true, why should human massacre on such a large scale because of fanaticism and religious bigotry be going on in the present time in the world when such a situation had never been witnessed in the past? All religions are in complete agreement that there is only one God and that all mankind is the creation of that supreme power, the Lord. It is therefore ununderstandable why should massacre of human beings in the name of religion and God be going on. The present day explosive condition of the world is issuing forth indications that if the annihilative activities which are being carried out in the name of religion and caste are not checked, several cultures of the world would not only be endangered but saving existence of many of them might become a difficult proposition. Helm men of the world politics are constantly making all out efforts to establish peace on the globe, but unfortunately, as they try to step up their attempts in this direction, the disquietude increases by fourfold. In such an environment, attaining internal peace in the world is almost an impossible task. If we carefully look at the events, we will find that the possibility of overflowing its limits by unrest is becoming more powerful. I am surprised to hear some of the religious leaders telling me that I am trying to establish a link by coordination between the East and the West. All religions talk of the mankind being progeny of the creator of all, God, on one side, and coordination on the other side. After all, coordination with whom? Why and how? Our Vedantic philosophy expressly lays down all this is Brahman. Therefore, such believers in coordination have, or the equality, coordination, I suggest the word equality. Believers in equality have, in the name of harmony, caused disintegration only. Otherwise, the world would not have experienced this round of explosive turmoil through which it is presently passing. Use of violence in religion is a sure sign of its downfall because no one can stop decline of the religion based on violence, hatred and fear. Radiance of such a religion is like a flash of a firefly. If we carefully study all prophecies made by eminent futurists of the world, we will find that only one unanimously agreeable fact is singled out, that all the religions that have appeared on the surface of the world since beginning of the Kali Yuga would lose their existence by the beginning of the 21st century. The number of the people franchised in their self-interest has so enormously increased that the truth is not perceived anywhere. Clashes amongst followers of one religion with those from any other religion as a result of incitement of feelings of the simple-hearted persons primarily lead to exploitation of the innocent people. The shrewd and crafty people who talk of equality, in fact, under its cover, exploit people in the name of religion. Had there been any truth in the activities going on in the world in the name of exchange of culture ties, then they should have started giving results by now. The truth, in fact, is that under cover of exchange of cultural activities, efforts are being made to break into each other's house. If it is untrue, then why has the process of exchange of cultural activities, which is nothing short of diplomacy, failed to establish pleasant relationship of brotherhood in the world? I have set out in the world to help every human being to realize and see that immortal and indivisible power that alone is working within him. I am not prepared to confine myself within the parochial range of all religions and their forms presently prevailing in the world. The book of philosophy of my mission is the human body. Therefore, as long as this book is there in the world, my mission would continue till then. The fact whether I live or not would in no way cast any influence on the working of my mission, because I have awakened thousands of my disciples. This power would continue working constantly and properly through the disciple who would be found to be the most suitable amongst all of them. This power manifested by the Siddhanath yogis cannot and would not be suppressed by any other power of the world, because it can be used for constructive purposes only and not for destructive ones. I am therefore without any hesitation initiating people from all religions, caste and creeds in a mass form. Initiation with the thorough knowledge that can prove either beneficial or cause harm is given only after carefully taking into consideration all its aspects. The more do I distribute this power, the more strength do I get. We come across two types of people in the realm of religion. First are those believers in the religious lineage, dharmarthi. Second are mystics, those who address themselves to the non-manifest, are called rahasyavadi. People belonging to the first category at the very outset start with getting their primary religious education in an organization of religious sect, and then they practice it. They do not make their personal experiences the basis of their belief. But on the other hand, those belonging to the second category start with the investigation of the truth, then indulge in its direct realization, and finally formulate their own opinion. Religious organizations adopt experiences of others and make efforts to go within the body from outside, whereas the Rahasyavadi, the second kind, have their own experiences and they try to come out of the body from within. Materialistic knowledge can be read and written, but metaphysics, spiritualism, is an indescribable subject and is a matter of direct realization and seeing. In the present time, the dharmarthi, the religious people, are having absolute authority in the whole of the world. Several mystical saints, Sarva Shri Nanak Dev Ji, Guru Shri Nanak Dev Ji, Kabir Das Ji, Raidas Ji, Ram Krishna Paramhans Ji, and many others have manifested themselves in our country, and so also many such other saints keep manifesting from time to time. I am also a disciple of such a mystical saint, and my liberator, Yogi, who was solely dedicated to God, was himself an unparalleled mystic. It is because of his limitless and unmotivated grace that the people throughout the world are undergoing strange and unprecedented change through myself as a medium. Swami Muktanand, in his book Kundalini, The Secret of Life, page 46, quoting from chapter 13, verse 13 of Bhagavad Gita, had written, "It is this being who grants realization of God with form. This same blue being gives one the command to become a guru. Only one who has been commanded by his own guru and by this being can become a guru. I have had no occasion to hear and read anything anywhere else about the secret that the Swamiji had expounded. I therefore consider him a real great sannyasi. The unprecedented change that has occurred in me is because of Swamiji's above descriptions only. It is because of the blue being and the grace of my Sadgurudev and his handing over of Guruhood to me that I have acquired this power. In compliance to Adesh, command, from my Sadgurudev, I have set out in the world to convey message of Sanatan Dharma to all positive people of the world, and also to shower blessings of yoga on them. Unlike other religious scriptures, philosophy of yoga does not either support through arguments or repudiate any religious tenets as it is a true divine knowledge about the anatomy and psychology of the human body. This is the chapter. I have just read it out because this chapter is being kind of voice of Gurudev, which he just want to convey. So I, being just a medium, like Gurudev said, Shishya, the disciple can only be the medium, and Guru is the one who speaks. So this chapter doesn't have much to explain because this is the more of a statement from the Gurudev. The only one thing which I would like to be put information on, or my experience on, there is one sentence came in this line when Gurudev says, we come across two types of people in the realm of religion. One who those are belong to the religious sect. They read their books and their books of library, and they understand it. Then they preach the people, tell the people about the God. So they go inside. They try to go from the outside to inside. They read the book. They try to understand the God, and similarly they make people understand. This is the one kind. This is religious people, what they do. But there are another kind of people. Those are more of a secret people or mystic people. Those they with the grace of the Guru, they realize themselves, and they found out all the secrets within their own body. So Gurudev also says, I am in the world. I am set out myself to teach everyone who comes under my shelter, under my grace. I'll teach you how to read your own body. So every knowledge of Vedantics or every spiritual knowledge belong to our body only. All the scriptures, Vedas have come from our body only. Their existence depending on our body, human body. That is what Sanatana Dharma is being. So Gurudev says the second kind of person, those are secretive person. They found out the secret within, and they give it their own form, their voice or their word, their explanation, because there are a lot of different saints have been appeared on this this pious earth, this land, India, and they have explained the God in their own visions and on their explanation, which is always soothing to hear. So these saints are different because from inside they come out to the world. They reveal the secrets from the within. So they are more important actually. They are more truthful to the existence, because the God is not the matter to read, but is the matter of self-realization. So these are the saints who come from within to the out and tell people that He is there and He is being like that. This is what I have also realized, because until and unless you realize something from within, you cannot be a voice of your Gurudev. You cannot. And very important line Gurudev has written in this book, that he says, therefore, as long as this book is there in the world, my mission would continue till then. The fact whether I live or not would in no way cast any influence on the working of my mission, because I have awakened thousands of my disciples. This part would continue working constantly and properly through the disciple who would be found to be the most suitable amongst all of them. This power manifested by the Siddhanath yogis cannot and would not be suppressed by any other power of the world, because it can be used for constructive purpose only and not for the destructive one. So this particular line Gurudev explains, the one disciple, he has awakened many disciples, obviously they are capable also, but Gurudev says this book will be understood or explained or will be taken to the world, because this book will explain many things about Gurudev, and the disciple who is awakened and will be the best among all will be the voice of this book. So this is what, if I am explaining this book, and Gurudev says the second kind of people, the mystics people, those come from within to outside. That means Gurudev will awaken you, and you will be able to understand the book only when you come from within, because this book is like a key only, and when you go inside you understand the real meaning of the book. Actually what Gurudev has written, actually he has written in detail, but still there are some secrets written in this book which will be revealed to the chosen disciple, those who will be doing the work of Gurudev. Gurudev said this also in some of his speeches. He says, I would like my awakened disciples to go and do the prachar and the promotion of this Siddha Yoga. Only my awakened disciples, those are conscious. So this is also makes this particular thing that if he is capable, he did not choose anyone at that time. He said, by time to time, those disciples who will be best at that time will be chosen by the power. So this explains that this mission is being driven by the supreme power, and he did not choose anyone. This divine power choose the disciple for the work, for the mission to spread. There are many disciples of Gurudev, those who are doing lot of promotions, prachar through different mediums, through many camps. They are arranging so many things. So Gurudev is choosing every of his awakened disciple for different works, different type of promotions they are doing. So lot of disciples, Gurudev's disciple, are doing their work for the promotion. And the second thing is being here given, which you might be feel confused about, that Gurudev has taken the reference from Swami Muktanandji from his book Kundalini, The Secret of Life. He is quoting that Swamiji has quoted in his book that Gurupad, the state of the Guru, the one who assumed the position of the Guru, is being, this position is not being assumed by the person. This position can be attained only with the grace of the Guru. If Guru is happy with you, he'll happy with you, and with the grace of the blue being. Blue being means he is being the God. The blue being means the God, Krishna. If you see the Krishna pictures, you will see people paint him blue. He does not look blue. Blue is his aura. Blue is mentioning, blue is an indication of the unlimited vast sky ether. The picture you see below, you see the background. This is a blue background. This blue background, this blue color express the being, the one who is being the greatest of great, the Akash Tattva. In Hindi we call Akash, in English we call the sky, but sky is not the exact word we can use. We can use the ether. Ether is the right word actually, I guess. So Akash Tattva, or the one who is above all, the being, the blue being. So it is called the blue being. So you should not be confused why the blue being. So blue is an aura. Describe the element, the tattva, the being tattva, the only one element, that Nirakar's Sagun Sakar element is being in the color of blue. So when the person who attains the Gurupad is being given to this position, Guru position, only when that blue being is happy with him, and only with the blue being happy is not will give him the position of Guru, but his own Guru must be happy with him. So these two, blue being and own Guru, they both are same actually, but in different form. One is Nirgun Nirakar, Sagun Nirakar, and one is Sagun Sakar. So both when agree, both forms of Nirgun Nirakar agrees, then person assume the duty of Guru. And Gurudev says, I have received this position because the Krishna appeared in his meditation and gave him the flute and says, now this work you will continue. And similarly, Gurudev's Gurudev, Baba Shree Gangai Nath ji, appeared into, gave him all the power and everything and asked him to continue the mission. So Dada Gurudev Baba Shree Gangai Nath ji said, you will continue the mission, and Krishna appeared into his meditation and into his dhyan, and he said, the next work, my work, you will do it. So both have given him the position of Gurupad, and that is why he is being doing it to the, and that is why he said, I will not die. The Guru, the element, the position of the Guru never dies, because he is not the body. He is being an element, and element never dies. He keeps on doing his work through different mediums. So we are among such mediums, and it is for a disciple, it is a great honor to serve his guru in any way his guru would want. So those who are doing promotion of Gurudev by any means are really should feel honored that they are serving their guru. Okay, so this is we finished the chapter that equality with whom all we are equal. All we are brothers and sisters. By God's grace, we all are equal. We cannot differentiate ourselves. If we do differentiate ourselves, then we talk about the equality. So the talk of the equality comes only when we differentiate. So there is nothing like equality. We all are equal already. Let's listen the divine mantra which Gurudev initiate his disciples with. You listen this mantra. For more detail, you can watch the initial sessions as I explained in the start of the session. Let's listen the Gurudev's video in English.
What does yoga mean? Yoga means a union of the soul with God or the universal consciousness force. What are the benefits of Siddha Yoga? Siddha Yoga heals, cures or frees the body from any physical illness, adds various forms of cancers, diabetes, arthritis, asthma, and even genetic disease like hemophilia. In the case of disease such as AIDS, which attacks the entire body, the patient may experience internal kriyas like sensation or heat, electricity or tingling. According to Siddha Yoga philosophy, the divine power awakened by the enlightened Guru gets transmitted through his blissful voice to the listeners, irrespective of language spoken by the Guru. This divine power transmissions occurs smoothly and remain unaffected by the language being used. A regular practice of Siddha Yoga strengthens the immune system. The Kundalini acts as a protective shield of the immune system and wards off the onslaught or recurrence of any disease. Impact of Kundalini awakening. The Kundalini makes the practitioner perform kriyas that are specific to his needs. With this cleaning, the practitioner is cured of all kinds of chronic and even terminal disease such as HIV, AIDS, cancer, arthritis, etc. and genetic disorder like hemophilia. Mental application too are completely cured and stress is completely relieved. Cling, Krishna, cling, 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 cling, Krishna, cling.
So this is the divine mantra which is transforming all of us, and those who hear this mantra must chant this mantra without moving your lips and tongue all time possible, and detail is already been given in the first session. And what I'll do, I'll mention the first session which is more descriptive. Also the link of the first session I will put in the description from now onwards, so that you know more about Guru Siyag Siddha. You can forward that link also to the people, those are new joining also. So I'll put the first session which described the Guru Siyag Siddha Yoga in detail in 44 minutes of session in the description box. So we'll meet tomorrow at the same time, Indian time, 9 p.m. Till then, to all of you, Jai Shri Gurudev, Jai Shri Dada.